Hello, welcome to the Art of the Oracle. If you're new here, my name is Virginia. I do a daily card reading Monday through Friday, and just recently I put a 3-card pick a card reading out, which was a lot of fun. It was a flying bird spread, and it was addressing the energies that we're stepping into in April. So if you missed it, go check it out. You can find it under the videos, as you can also find many videos there. So I've done over 200 videos on this channel already. So yeah, so take a peek because they're all for free. And today we are working once again with the Angels and Ancestors Oracle and healing with the Angels Oracle. We're also guided in by Deviant Moon because we're coming into another full moon. So I thought it'd be fun to bring out the Deviant Moon. So let's see what the cards have to say. I did tap in before I turned on the camera, and what I heard was that a great mystery is unfolding here. And I guess that's something that's not like an unusual thing to hear, but the way I heard it was that there is what I saw is actually kind of like riding a wave. And that there was something new coming in a wave, and that we were all going to, see it or feel it in a little bit of a different way. But it was about riding the current of what is coming in. Now, I don't know if that is a literal, wave or an influx of, who knows, of energy, of new awareness, of, people being born onto the planet, or if it's volcanoes. I'm not exactly sure. And, but it kind of came across to me as something that whatever it was part of what was meant to be at this time. So we'll see if the cards can give us a little bit more inspiration as to what that could be. So let's begin here with the Angels and Ancestors and ask if we can get a little bit more clarity for this day, or some awareness or some insight as to what's coming in right now and what would be helpful for us to know, right? Like, help us to see through the cards what's coming. Let's see what we have here. Everybody has their own way, obviously, of working with cards. Okay, so this fell out. Wow, Water Guardian, connect to your emotions. Well, so that's interesting that I was talking about a wave. And yeah, I mean, I could kind of see it as a gentle wave, not like a big wave where you're gonna, ride the wave that way, like a surfer, but a gentle wave, like it's gonna come in and things are gonna rise and fall. And so I don't think this card has come out probably in a really long time. I know that it came out maybe a couple of years ago, but when I first got the deck, connect with your emotions, Water Guardian. I love all the blue energy that's here, obviously for water, but it also, reminds me of the throat chakra and the third eye and the importance of connecting into your intuitive nature, and to remember that your words are like spells. And if you want something to come into your life, to look at them that way, to look at everything as an opportunity for us to create something, or for us to really be aware of something coming into our life. This is a really beautiful image here on the card, and I'm really appreciating what it is, because I also feel like I've been thinking about water today, and maybe that's why it came out, is because I go to a natural spring to get living water. It takes me hours to get only a few gallons sometimes, but yeah, but I really appreciate it. So it says, take time to understand how you really feel. Know that your sensitivity is not a curse, but a gift, and it allows you to receive and understand messages directly from your soul. And that could, like I said, could be another wave of new awarenesses coming in. It says this represents the angels of water who can help us to dive within, to understand the depths of what emotions are really bringing to us. through helping you acknowledge your deepest emotions. The angels of water help you to hear the messages that really are coming from your heart and unlock your intuitive powers and energies of abundance. Yes, because there is an abundance of water within us, abundance of water on the planet, despite what it seems like sometimes. So this is a really interesting beginning, right? So let's go to these angels, the healing with the angels. Okay. Wow, I've got a couple of different things that are coming in. One is freedom and the other one is meditation. So, wow, okay. These are all, I don't know if you're feeling this, but I'm kind of feeling like, okay, they feel very soft. They feel very, I'm going to put one of these little, beautiful little crystals here. They all feel very soft. There's a lot of angels, cherubs around here. And she has a blue cloth on here. I don't know if you can see this here. She's wearing it. And, you know, back in ancient times, blue was a very regal color. And blue in general, you know, like if you look at indigo blues, and certain traditions used a lot of indigo dyes, and the richness of what blue is. And blue, as we were talking about words, you know, there's so many different, like you could be blue, which is sad, or you could think of blue as this really beautiful, rich, regal fabric. So it's interesting that I'm trying to understand the energy that we're getting here from freedom, because I guess water has a freedom to it. Because water doesn't let anything stop it generally. I mean, dams do stop it, but water just flows freely around things. If something comes up against water, typically it finds its way around it. Only, you know, man-made things have really caused to redirect water. Typically, water comes in so many different forms, and it's full of communication. So there's something I feel like that is happening in the water that is wanting to communicate with us, and I think it's going to be done through the meditation. And what it's going to bring to us is kind of what I'm hearing is it's going to bring us new information that's going to help liberate on some way our way of thinking, our way of feeling, our way of appreciating the earth and water. So let's see what the freedom says here in the book. It says, you may feel trapped by life conditions, but by drawing this card, the angels ask you to realize that you are the only jail keeper, and that every surface that ever surfaces in your own life. Whenever you realize that you have the power to be free, freedom follows. Oh, I love that. So whenever you, me, and each one of us, when we realize that we have the power to be free, we literally become free and liberate, because nothing can hold us back like the water. Everything that you do in your life is by choice, and you are free to choose again and again and again. There is no limitations there. Even prisoners are free to choose their thoughts so that they feel peace or happiness. The next time you begin a sentence with the word I have to, stop and ask the angels to give you something else, because you don't have to do anything. You have the freedom to do whatever you desire. And I'm kind of feeling like meditation is almost, it's feeling like a bit of a gateway. I feel like this card is coming up because it's asking us. You see how she's kind of, it's like an island here. And she's on the top of the island, but she's gone within and she's holding herself dear. And there's some purity around what this little, it feels like a guardian angel. And that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that there's a lot of information coming in. There's a new like wave of something coming through each one of us and the planet. And I'm not exactly sure what it is. Maybe the rest of the cards will reveal that. But it has something to do with information in the water. And know that we are free. We are not, you know, if we choose to get all of our information in one area, it's a choice. But there is lots of information around. And if we go within our heart and we tap into our own inner spirit, our own intuition, our own water source, through meditation or stepping away from what we give the power to everybody else, thinking everybody knows more than we do. When we step away from all that, everything flows in, and we can really understand a bit more about what is happening, because it's happening to all of us, but each person has an individual, very unique way of working with it, seeing whatever they see. Because what I'm hearing is that we all have this divine purpose that we are meant to just explore while we are here. That who we are is enough, but the fun of everything, the flow through our life, is guided through the different purpose that we have. And yeah, so let's go into the cards, the tarot cards, and see what we have. My little dog is just really struggling with, let's see, the Hangman. Yeah, so this is about seeing things from a new perspective. This is card number 12, which reduces down to 3. Yeah, and interesting, like as soon as I said 3, I noticed the top 3 cards. So this particular Hanged Man has this little watch here, and it's, what I'm hearing is that it's time. This whole new perspective, the whole new moment that I opened up with, what I was hearing from this little download, let's say, that just kind of popped into my head, was that there's a new wave of awareness. There's a new wave of information. There's water within the air. There's water within everything. And there's almost like these little molecules of things. And what it's helping us do is to realize that we have the ability to become free from things that we think that we are attached to, that we don't want to be attached to, simply by believing that we can. And I know that that kind of is a little bit reductionistic, saying that, oh yeah, just say this word and it'll be done. But there's a belief that goes around with the words. And if you say it enough, you begin to believe it. And that's about changing the perspective. And it's time to do that. It's time to do that because something is coming in that's really asking us, oh, look at the full moon. So we have the full moon, I think is on April 3rd, which is just in a couple of days. So we're already in the energy of it. We're already feeling that draw of whatever is coming in. And, you know, please forgive me if it's not the 3rd and you know what it is, then type it in the comments for me. Yeah, because the moon energy is illuminating something. Full moon is illuminating something that has been hidden. It's during the full moon when we get to see how we're doing. Like, it's illuminating things that since the new moon, where we might have made an intention, see how that intention is coming to be. Wow, this feels very powerful. And another reason why it feels powerful is we've drawn 2 cards and they're both major arcanas. Major arcanas come out during this really like massive shift point. And I'm hearing that, I'm not sure that there's another card that needs to come out with this. It's all about your perspective, being in touch with your own inner waters. And allowing and like realizing, and I'm literally seeing this like little bubbles of water around us, and them like maybe we don't even see them, but do you ever, you know, clear your eyes and then you see like little bubbles of light around you? That's what I'm seeing, is like bubbles of light coming in, but it's like what she has here on her head and around her. It's like these little pearls of information that are coming in, and they all have some sort of rainbow light energy. So very exciting for me to see right here. And they're literally like, they can just drop in and burst open. And they're there for us to absorb into our own being. And that they're here to animate and liberate and help us to ride this next wave of, I'm not sure, it's part of the wave of information. It's part of what is meant to come at this time. And I feel like it's a really good like movement forward, whatever is coming in, but it's something that we have not experienced before. And it's like, even when I'm talking about this, I can tell that I feel a little dehydrated. So it's asking us to stay as hydrated as we can, and then to be able to accept the new information that's coming in. to help liberate us and to help us to kind of understand our own power through our own inner awareness, right? And that's through seeing what we have not seen in the past, through this change of perspective. Like, all this information is coming in to help liberate, open up our awareness, change our perspective, and to illuminate the power that we hold. But it's inside of us. It's not outside. We're not going to find the answers outside. You may come to a channel like mine and go, wow, okay, I didn't look at it that way. That's your little, you know, like spark to take you to go back in, right? So the more we look outside of us, the more lost that we become. It's when we get some really good information, we go within and we go in with it. All right. So thank you so much for joining me here. Until tomorrow, have an amazing day. Bye now.